So I'm going to try write a song in 1 hour, and the plan is to try do this kind of regularly. Each time I do this, I want to be inspired by something that happened that day. Today nothing has really happened because I've had a cold and I've just been lazing around all day, but I've been enjoying my coffee, so this is kind of going to be kind of inspired by coffee. So I've got the timer going. It'd be good if I can have that full screen somehow. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually see that, but right now it's 50 and time is running out. So when I try to start writing something, I tend to always start with the drums. I'll just come up with like a beat, like program one in. Sometimes I like to play it with the keyboard that I've got over here. Sometimes I just like to program it in. So let's just go with, get the kick going on a 4 on the floor beat. Okay. And then let's get some hi-hats in there. And I'm going to displace one of these hi-hats just on the last beat. Let's put a little snare in there. It's always good to mess with the velocity as well to make it sound more realistic. And I'm using Addictive Drums 2 for this kit. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do for now. Not really saying coffee yet, but you know, not really sure how I'm going to integrate that. But while I talk about coffee, I'll take a swig. Which I don't really know if it's a good idea to be drinking coffee while having a cold, but I don't know, who knows. I'm also using Ableton. I'm more of a Logic guy, but recently I've been shifting over to Ableton because, well, it's really good for live stuff, which is what I'm doing in a couple of other projects. It also runs on Windows as well, and I'm using Windows Machine here, even though I have a Mac as well. I'm just, you know, it's that dependency on Apple that you know, that I don't like. I like to be able to shift around and stuff. Firstly, let's make sure this is in tune. Yeah, my tuning is a step down with a C on the E string. These instruments are in that just because one of the main projects I'm in, I have all the tuning like that. I just like it. I just like the lower, darker tones. Let's jam myself. It sounds like it's a little bit hot, so I'm just gonna... That's better. The other thing I'll mention is this bass is terrible, but I want to change this beat up a bit because I feel like I like to play to the kick if I can. Move the kick drum around a little bit to make the pattern a little bit more interesting. Okay, that's cool. Kind of like that. Yeah, let's just record that because I don't know how much time. I feel like time is going very fast right now. Okay. Let's get a click as well. I like a little slide as well at the end there. And to save time, I'm just gonna get the best bit, which is the last 4 bars, and just loop that from the beginning because we're on an hour, we've got a time. So let's listen to that back, make sure it's actually good. Turn the metronome off. Yeah. quite happy with that. So now we need to think of maybe like a pre-chorus. So let's have a look at the beat. Let's make the beat a bit more interesting as well. So we'll make that, extend that, copy this over. Let's maybe get a little double snare. Yeah, I always like to mess with the velocities quite early on as well, just to bring it up, make it, you know, make it sound a bit more realistic. Because a lot of time that's what's going to make or set apart the drum parts, I find. And also removing like hi-hat parts that you wouldn't actually be able to play while doing a little fill as well. Okay, we've got some nice variation there. So for the pre-chorus, I might just have like a 4 on the floor kind of thing, you know, like a bit of a build-up. Maybe like a ride. Can't remember what the ride is on the. Actually, just a bell go. That'll do. Turn the velocity down a little bit. Let's see what we got. What we got here. I quite like that, and I think I program the drums to kind of match that. Maybe just that for the pre-chorus. Let's have a listen. Extend these drums so we can get that little fill in. Copy the kick. Ooh. Let's make those little snares, because I feel like, ooh, like that. Okay, cool. And then maybe just have that as one repeat, because that could then lead on to the chorus, I think. I like that. And then, yeah, chorus. What do we want to do? I'm just going to do a straight, because what are we on? How long have we got left? Oh, I don't want to be shutting my pin, do I? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's actually only been 10 minutes. That is actually not too bad. I generally write a few ideas a day. I find it quite therapeutic just to write ideas all the time, just to kind of get that creative part of my mind out when I'm able to. And usually there'll be like a bit of an idea, like this one, like I'm kind of just going with it, to be honest. None of this is really coming from anywhere. So sometimes I'll have an idea in my mind, like, wow, I need to get that down. I'm gonna try, right? Let's just have like let's just do like almost like a dance beat. Let's see how this sounds. Yes. Let's maybe just make it a bit more. I mean, that'll do for now. So we've got this. record that. Get that metronome back in, just so I've got the... Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, that's not very tight. That's nice though. Ooh, I think that last one was probably... And again, you know, this is the way to look at this as well. It's like, I'm going to give it... Do I want to save it? It's very interesting, this process, because I've never done this before, where I'm basically talking to no one, or at least. But then I've been living on my own for about 3 months now, and I've found myself talking to myself quite regularly, which, you know, I keep telling myself is normal. Let's have a listen to this. Let's take off a little bit of the tone. Right, is this in tune? It sounds all right. Alrighty, and this is due for a string change as well, to be honest. This guitar, on the other hand, though, I love very much so. I got it last year, and it's a Fender Nashville Deluxe, and it's got the strap middle pickup, which is just, it's so versatile in the sound, which I love. Right, and I apologise for my bad playing. I don't play guitar often enough, which is another reason why I want to start doing this regularly, because it's forcing me to play my instruments more regularly. Right, so let's just get this on a loop. I want to just... The guitar is far too dry. I'm using a Guitar Rig 6 for my guitar sounds. I've got a few different VSTs, which I used to be like an analog guy. I used to have like amps and stuff, but I find, because I move around quite a bit, I find that just using VSTs, is, for now anyways, is just... some of them are really good now. They've come a long, long way. When I first dived into Guitar Rig 6, I wasn't too sure at first. But then the more I've used it, the more I've like played around with it and stuff, I've actually started to think it's actually really good. Especially for just getting ideas down. It's brilliant for getting ideas down. Yeah, and I love this this matched cabinet thing where you can bring more of the room sound in as well, because it's actually it sounds pretty authentic a lot of the time. Like, sounds almost like there's a guitar, you know, well, in my headphones, it sounds like there's actually amp in the room, which is pretty cool. But I want to get some kind of reverb. That's what we got here. And I'm not that well versed in this, although I have used this iceberg, or iceverb, sorry, but it's really nice. I don't know what the ice does. Yeah, it's quite nice. A little bit bright, actually. Let's turn the tone down a bit as well. I think that's... I've turned my tone up on my guitar, actually, because I just kind of like the sound of that. Actually, I might do a stab on the snare hit. Oh, I'm missing it. Fuck. All right. Why am I missing that snare hit? Come on now. Come on now. Let's record that. I quite like that little kind of idea. Yeah, that was a nice little take there. I really liked that one. So I'm just going to copy that. It's kind of cool. Especially that bit. And maybe I can do little harmonies over this. I'm going to copy my guitar track so I can play over that, because I can maybe do some harmonies over that. Kind of interesting. I'll record it. I'm not sure I'll use it or not, but might as well get it in there. Let's start again there. Let's give that another go. Yeah, I think that last one was a little bit scrappy, but I don't mind the scrappiness, to be honest. In fact, I'm gonna have that coming on this 8th bar as well, so it's kind of a bit of build up. I need to work on this pre-chorus bit. I mean, it's a bit scrappy. That last part of that second guitar is a little bit off, but I'll leave that for now because I don't know how much time we got. What are we on? What are we down to? All right, we've got 35 minutes actually, which is quite surprising. I think we're doing all right. I mean, we've only got, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know, but let's keep going. I like that actually, what I was playing then, your little noodling. Right, I'm going to loop this actually because I think it's going to take me a while to kind of get it right and figure it out as well, because I like that. I love that when I did it the first time, I really liked it. We need to figure it out. So I think the first time, definitely want to go to that note, and the second right time I'll go start on that one, I think, because I quite like that. Oh yeah, I like that as the ending as well. That ba-da-ba-ba. I think I've figured something out there, I think. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I like that, I'm happy with that. So maybe let's extend this pre-chorus to build it up even more. And there's some stuff I've already thinking about doing on the drums as well, so I want to go back to that at some point. And we're at, what's it saying? We're at 28 minutes left. So I'm thinking we should probably use similar into the chorus, I'm thinking as well. That little bit, that's got something to it. Oh yeah, no, it needs to go around twice. That needs to change. The first 4 bars were good. Let me just cut out the second bit. Let's just focus on that little last bit. Change. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. Let me take a quick sip of coffee. I'm realizing this song has nothing to do with coffee apart from the fact I'm drinking it. Right, chorus. something a bit more. I'm going to take that metronome off as well because it's doing my head in. I think maybe something in my mind. I'm thinking it's like two like lead guitars almost, like just playing some real shrill stuff or something, you know, like harmonising with each other, and then pan them left and right as well. Not too hard, but you know. So I'm going to try think of something, yeah, like a, or maybe like a. Me is the drums actually as well, so let's have a look at those. I like the get a cymbals start off that as well. I like the hi-hat actually. I was trying to find a tom, but I actually quite like the, maybe not sharp. Up on the kick as well. That's got a bit more. Yeah, liking that as well. So I want to change the drum so it's like boom, 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 boom. So let's copy this pattern here because that's boom, 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 boom. Let's make that 4. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and then copy paste this stuff as well. Should go there. That should go. Oh, hang on a minute. What have I done? Here. Okay. Okay. Let's just loop the last bit so we're not keep hearing that. Okay, yeah, that's fitting a bit nicer, I think. Let's select all this, copy, paste. And we can add like a mega fill at the end there as well. So. Cool. remember to palm mute it or not. Maybe his first part I'll palm mute, second part I will open. I always like to ring it out, because especially when I'm demoing, because then if I ever come to the end part of the song and I just want to ring it out, then I don't need to re-record it again. Saves a bit of time in the long run. So let's pull this out and see what we got. Hang on a minute. Okay. Leave all that shit. Let's have a look at the time. What are we on? What have we got left? Okay, 17 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't know if we're gonna have time to do any synths over this or anything, but let's see. Right, let's get this second guitar in, because I feel like this could be the shrill one I was thinking of. I'm not sold on that, but let's just get that down for now. Maybe something else will come to me towards the end. Let's get that in. I didn't play that great, but I think the middle takes were okay. Let's copy that in and let's have a quick listen to that. In fact, let's just have a listen to the full thing. See, to me that sounds like another pre-chorus. Like a second pre-chorus. So I feel like, what are we, how long is this so far? So this is up to 1 minute and 20, this song. So it could just be, I mean, it could be a linear song. No, there's no rules to this, is there? So Or I'm gonna have an idea. So I'm gonna copy these last. Let's drag that bit out so we've got it elsewhere. I'm copying the last bit so it's got the heavier guitar, and then maybe for this bit the drums has changed to just 4 on the floor. Because you can never be just 4 on the floor, can you? Maybe even like some 16ths or something. Add some double hits here every other time. Add some variation. Okay, so. Obviously, it seems like it lacks energy there, actually. So, but I think if we change the bass line up, so it's just like the bass is like stabbing, bum, 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 and then maybe we can add some like really heavy. In fact, while we're here, let's do the guitar like that, because the guitar and the bass, the rhythm guitar and the bass can follow each other. So it's just like a very much like a stabbing, like a. That kind of thing. Yeah, so I was trying different things out there in terms of when I switched the chords, but I think I'm going to go with that, what I did with the last one there. Yeah, that would do. Alrighty. I don't want to look at the time because I feel like we're running out. So, and I'm thinking for this, once I've recorded it, I'm going to add some like really growly kind of like distortion to this when it kicks in. It could even just keep building, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that, unfortunately. What I'm gonna add a big fill, because fills always make a big difference as well. When you just add a big drum fill, they really can like get you into that next section as well. Right, and then I just want a cymbal hit as well when it first comes in, which makes a big difference. Oh, that's not a cymbal hit. I actually don't know what the... Cool. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, of course, what we said about adding in a cool kind of heavy... In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new bass channel and layer it rather than replace. So let's have a listen to that. I mean, even like an octave kind of thing on this would be cool. Or even just changing the... Oh no, I don't regret doing that. In fact, let's just try to find something that's really distorted. Okay, I like that as a clean thing, and then let's just go for the distortion. I'm going to go for that cat, which I guess... Actually, let's go for big fuzz. I feel like we need a bit of a noise gate on that. a little bit because it's a little bit messy. Let's lower the high a little bit. Okay, and then let's listen to that in context. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Right, let's have a look at the time, what we've got left. 6 minutes. Ah! Okay, so I think probably these last few minutes probably spend on getting the drums, trying to figure out the full structure, because I feel like part-wise it's almost there. I think, kind of. I feel like maybe the first bit should maybe shortened as well. The first section. So let's bring the second guitar in this time round. Shift all this across. So I guess this is now like the verse in a way. A little fade in there, just so it's a bit. What I'm going to do with the drums as well, there's a really cool Waves just released, well, didn't just release it, it was a while ago, the BB Tubes, which is really pretty decent actually. So I'm going to push this up a little bit. I find, like, you know, 3 and 3 is always a really nice thing, and it really makes the drums give it that kind of, like, oh, no, it's a bit much, but just livens them up a little bit, I find. Right, I feel like these bits needs to be a little bit more interesting. So let's bring the ride bit down to put it like a normal hi-hat and lower the velocity. Yeah, so it's not so big. And then when the second harmony guitar comes in, you've got that ride coming. So I want to add a bit of a feel before we get to that bit as well, because it's feeling a little bit weak at the minute. Let's try that as a feel. Now I'd really like to I'd really like to throw some synth on this, really, just for that last bit. How long have we got? What have we got? 1 minute and 50, okay. Right, so I'm going to get the OP1 going. And I've got it going through the Avalanche Run by Earthquake Devices. The synth I'm using is called, it's in the cluster modules, and it's called Dissolver. I don't know if I used the right terminology there or not. So let's play this song. Oh, okay. Let's get it going. Because we're only going to get one chance at this now, because the timer is about to go off. That's the kind of thing I want to do, actually. Bum, 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 bum. Just over the chorus. Oh, the timer. If you can hear that, the timer has gone. We're 1 minute over. Okay. Well, you know, this is my first time doing 1 hour, so I'm going to give myself a bit of leeway there. Right. Okay. Right. Alrighty then. I mean, let's just sort out the ending so it doesn't just stop like that, because that's a little bit abrupt, isn't it, as well? Need that little ring out a bit. Kind of works, and then just little maybe add a drum, a drum stop in there, like maybe just a cymbal at the end, and a kick. Maybe that'll do as the end. And sorry, this. You know, there's a lot of stuff that could be done on this. You know, lots of nice little tightening up and stuff. And, you know, we went over by, according to this, seven minutes. I think it's been kind of successful, I think. I mean, it definitely didn't hit the brief. You know, the idea was to do something to do with coffee or inspired by coffee. And, you know, the only thing that has to do with was the fact I was drinking coffee while making the song. But that'll do. Let's have a listen to it all the way through and see how, you know, see what we think of it. there you have it, a song done in just over an hour. I mean, there's definitely things I, would like to work on, like the fact that I didn't put a low cut on the second bass part. I mean, there's loads of things I could even think about. I did a tiny bit of panning there as it was playing through. But yeah, I think, that was a success. And until next time.